Thank you for having us right here on ESPN Knockout, my dear Shushu, Bruce Carrington. How do you feel, man, when I tell you that you will be fighting for an interim belt, interim WBC belt this July 26th?
Man, I feel great. I'm super happy that I'm finally, making a major step to get close to a world title. This is the one thing that I've been, asking for a long time. Definitely feel like it's a little overdue, but it's here nonetheless. And I'm just super excited.
Absolutely. You miss the Olympics. I know that you have more than 250 wins in amateur zone, but do you feel that was right now? Do you think that was the right choice? Don't go to the
Yeah.
Olympics.
No, I mean, to be honest, it was definitely the right choice. Because I don't regret the experience that I got from, staying amateur. I feel like if I didn't go through the experiences that I went through, then I mentally would not be ready for the things that I'm going up against in the pros right now, and I wouldn't be able to excel in the way that I'm doing. I learned a lot of different things in terms of the styles of boxing overseas.
Hmm.
I learned a lot about myself, the way how I took boxing in terms of like the seriousness of it. And to be honest, it changed my life. Me staying those extra 4 years to wait for the Olympics. Granted, I wasn't even able to go, but the experience is what mattered more.
Yeah. And obviously, you win in this one.
Yeah.
Fighting for a championship in New York, being
Yes.
a New Yorker fighter, puts in a certain amount of pressure, or I don't know, it's like a dream come true for you.
I mean, there's always pressure. There's always gonna be pressure because you're fighting in your hometown. And sometimes you feel like you kind of want to show out for the crowd, but at this point in my career now, I have this maturity to know that I just have to do whatever it takes to win in a dominant fashion. And on top of that, my style, I feel like it's already entertaining, so I don't have to try to be entertaining because I'm already
Hmm.
that. I just like fighting at home just because of the crowd and the energy. Everybody just goes crazy, and it just makes me feel real comfortable.
Yeah, I know. In the other corner, another undefeated fighter like you, Matthews Heita. Do
Mhm.
you have a lot of skills, but what is the best one to win this one?
For me, I believe that I mean, I can't really say like exactly what is the like the best skill for me to use
Okay.
to beat him, but I will say like I know like I have multiple approaches to this fight to where I'm confident. Like in terms of his strengths, he has a really good jab, a usage of his jab. He has good defense when it comes to his shoulder roll. But there's like I said, there's some things that I noticed that I'm gonna be able to take advantage of, and I'm just really excited to expose him and show why I deserve to be WBC interim champ.
Absolutely. Tell me about the division. I remember looking for an opportunity with Divino Espinosa. Obviously,
Mm.
you didn't get that, but you have the interim belt. But there is another guys right there, Angelo Leo, and obviously Nick Ball, and obviously Ray Vargas. That I mean, it's on the way right now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to fight all of those guys. My team has been in contact with their teams, and as of right now, they haven't shown any interest to fight me. And I have ideas of why, but it is what it is. I feel like when the time comes, it's gonna happen, and they're not gonna be able to run any longer. I'm genuinely, I know that I'm the best featherweight in the world. There's no one that I genuinely feel is on my level. And I don't know. I'm feeling pretty ambitious. As long as I can continue to make, the weight as easy as I'm making it, I might end up being the first unified or undisputed featherweight world champion of all time.
Sounds great. Absolutely, sounds great. Have you dream or imagine right now how end of the fight July 26th?
Man, it's gonna. I don't like to like really predict like certain things. But it's definitely gonna be, exciting, ecstatic. It's gonna be a great showdown. I promise you that the fans will love, the outcome of it because the Shooting Show never disappoints. It's always a must see TV. So definitely everybody that's watching this, tune in.
Absolutely. Finally, Mike Tyson from Brooklyn too. How big was that inspiration for you?
Oh man, big inspiration. Mike Tyson was the first guy I've ever seen box. He coming from the same neighborhood, he was always like talked about. And for a long period of time, I didn't see him, but hearing of his name and whatnot, it seemed like he was this myth of a guy. You know what I mean? He became like this icon of Brownsville, the icon of Brooklyn, the icon of New York boxing. He was just bigger than life. Like that was the image that I had of him when I was a little kid. And even I started to fight like him when I first started boxing, you know, because I was just so much shorter than all of the guys I was sparring and fighting against. So I used a lot of his style and his mentality when it comes to his approach to the game and to my fights, especially now. Like I relate to him in so many ways in terms of his mentality and the how can I say the aggression that he brings into the ring. If you notice, every single fight I have, you know, I have the Mike Tyson, you know, towel on and you know, paying homage to him. He's a big influence to me for sure.
What about Sab Judah or another fighter?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I would say like Tyson and Zab Judah were the two top like champions that I looked up to from Brownsville, especially. Zab Judah, I've actually worked with him when I was a little kid. He's taught me a few things, and I kind of like you know still his shoulder roll uppercut from time to time as well too. He was probably one of the most exciting guys in Brownsville. Daniel Jacobs as well. He was like he was my favorite amateur fighter coming up in the rankings when I was a little kid. The way he was just able to just punch punches and bunches and rumble and you know his speed was just like something I've never seen before. He was someone that I really looked up to as well.
A lot of inspiration for you, and maybe you will be the inspiration for another
Yeah,
kids
man.
right there.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, yes, that's my plan.
Well, thank you so much for this time with the ESPN Knockout, and don't miss it. July
Yes.
26 for the interim belt. Thank you, Bruce Carrington.